It is Friday. Welcome to Friday. This is the St. James Show. I am your host on tonight, St. James. Hope everybody is feeling great, feeling rested, feeling just overwhelmed and overjoyed. What's going on with everybody? Let's put a goal on tonight. We'll make it a small goal. Goals. Let's do some family funding on tonight. If you be so, if you would be so inclined, let's see what's going on tonight. Let's see. Who do we have? Sharon T. Leonard. What's up, Tasha Haynes? Good to see you. Kimberly Leday and Princess is in the building. What is up, Jesse? Hope you're doing well. What's up, Lydia? Lydia's in the house. Cece is in the building. Just being me. What's up, Darla? How is it going? How is business? How's business? Courtney. How are you? Jay Boogie's in the house. Keisha, hit that like button, everybody. Close the doors. Yes. What's up, Buck Soul 3 SD? Good to see you as well. Everybody, come on in. Hit that like button for me, as I always ask you to do. That's just the first thing you do when you come on in. You hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, you definitely hit that subscribe button for me. Turn on all your notifications. Hit that bell. Make sure it says all. Hit that bell. And also share right now. Let somebody know that the virtual sanctuary is open of the St. James Show. Join our membership, our exclusive monthly membership. We had a great membership live last night. Wonderful membership live last night. So if you're not a member, make sure you slip on over there and you hit that membership link and you become a member of the St. James Show. All right. So what is going around in these streets on tonight? What's up? Tyrone then came in here. Pray Era, good to see you as well. Heavenly Dove. Man. We are going to just talk about a few things tonight. Let's see. Is there anything like anything going on around here with me? Not really. Not much going on. I finally got an appointment with the optometrist over there at Kaiser. Oh my goodness. They extended my prescription, so I can now go in and have my glasses and everything, put my prescription in my glasses and go for it now. But I still have an appointment, I think, at the end of the month. So we'll get it together. So I'm glad that happened today. You just gotta, you gotta raise a little hell, just a little bit, and they'll get into place. There's the membership link. If anybody, we're gonna pin the membership link for a while. If anybody wants to join our membership, please feel free to join. What's up, Kevin? Good to see you on this Friday night. Make sure everyone hit that like button for me, and let's get it going. We are almost at 22,000 subscribers over here at the St. James Show. So we are godly proud of that. Oh yes, we are. So thanking each and every one of you. We also over 2,400 subscribers over there at the Carnal Church sector. Make sure you're subscribed over there as well. Well, it was an explosive day over there in the courthouse in New York. But before we get there, let's talk about a few other things, and we will get there. Oh yes, we will. I don't plan on being on late tonight. That's not my plans. Okay, that is not my plans. Maybe an hour or so, and I'll let y'all go and do all your other things. Sure, you can join Dion. It's open to everyone. You just come in peace. All right, that's all you got to do. It's all good. You can join. What's up, Dion? Good to see you. Yes. There is the Carnal Church sector. So make sure you guys go over there and click on there as well. We are, like I said, we're over 2,400 subscribers over there. So we are pushing. And we doing it. So make sure that you get over there and join them as well. What's up, Seta Moore? Good to see you. Sean Renee is in the building. Thank you guys for coming through on tonight. Make sure you don't come in without hitting that like button. We only had half of what's watching right now, so make sure you guys hit that like button. All right. Cree B is in the building. Good to see you as well. Listen, let me talk about this before. Usually I just do, I just run the commercials and the flyers and different things like this. But let's talk about this right here. This is a play, Oh Happy Day. I promoted it a little while ago, and I believe it was in Baltimore. I want to say it was in Baltimore, but it's a play, original play by Jordan E. Cooper. And Jordan E. Cooper is the creator of the Miss Pat Show. The Miss Pat Show. So the comedian. So Jordan E. Cooper is the creator, one of the creators of that. I think he may have co-created. I don't know with Miss Pat. I would guess so. But he actually has a great play, all original music by Grammy Award-winning maestro himself, Donald Lawrence. It's directed by Steve Walker Webb. It is going to New York. It is going to Broadway in New York, October 2nd. It begins. I'm not sure when it's going to end, but it will be there starting on the 2nd. And I plan to be in the building. Imagine original music by Donald Lawrence, a great play by Jordan E. Cooper. So I will be in New York. Hey, my New York people, Tasha Global, all my folks, Kevin, I will be in New York on this weekend of the October 2nd. So I'm not sure which day I'm going to go to the play itself, the production itself, but I will be in New York the first weekend in October. Courtney said she heard it was good. Good. Yes, get your tickets. Yes. What's up, Nicole? What's up, Sean? But I said, read my bathroom. Do it. What's up, Gina? Good to see you. So all my New Yorkers and people over there in that area, make sure you plan to go and see Oh Happy Day. I think it's going to be great. Courtney says it's great. And I believe it's great, even with just the music of Donald Lawrence, the original music by Donald Lawrence. So what's up, Valentino, man? What is going on? Good to see you, sir. Tell Val I said, hey. I came up. I can come up. Oh, do that. Please do, Nicole. Please do. I want to make that a good the St. James Show weekend. All right. So make sure, get everybody over there. What is going on? Thank you, Kevin, for getting our goal started. We have $2 or more. We can do that, can't we? Can we do that tonight? $2 or more super chats. We can do that. And it said, let's get the party started. Thank you so much, sir. So keep them coming. Light up, rainbow up the chat. Not in the way that Dion doesn't like, but rainbow up the chat. Tell the diddler hi. Listen, by the time I get there, his fate would have been settled by the time I get there. Listen, we'll get there, Princess. Give me a half a second. It's, as it says, October 2nd there, Kevin. October 2nd, it starts. I don't know when exactly what show I'm going to go to, but I know I'll be there that weekend. I'm going to go sometime that weekend, all right? So be looking out for it. Go to Jordan E. Cooper's IG page. He's promoting it. And then the actual studio is the Public Theater. I think you can get it at publictheater.org for tickets. So check that out. I'm not sure what date I'm going to go. I think, isn't the 2nd like a Friday or is it a Thursday? I think the 2nd was a Thursday. Yeah, 2nd is a Thursday. That's when it starts. But I'm thinking I'll probably go like Saturday night or something like that. Maybe the 4th or something like that. So yeah, Nicole, come on up. Everybody, come on up. I'm going to talk to Tarsha, talk to some other people. Let's make it a great evening of the St. James Show at Broadway, okay? That would be great. That would be an awesome thing to do. So let's make it happen. What's up, Miss Candace? Dion, her husband doesn't allow her to receive. Let me take this. Let me take this down. Hold on. Her husband doesn't allow her to receive words from the Lord from other men's. Okay, so keep your word in your bosom. Okay, maybe pass it on to Courtney. I believe she's single. I am Courtney. Maybe you can give her the word, okay? Yeah. My God. Cree B, are you interested in a word from the Lord? From Dion? Huh? Are you interested? Let them know. Maybe yes, maybe dinner as well, J Boogie. So yeah. So I just wanted to drop that on everyone's mind that play is going to be there in New York, and I'm planning to be there. And you know, when I say I'm coming, okay? When I say I'm coming. All right. I'm a comer, okay? I go, you know. So I will be there. So hopefully I can meet some of you. And let's pray you're not crazy. Just pray that you all right. Maybe Darla wants a word from Dion. I don't know, Dion. You got some other. Think about some other thing. Nicole can't do it. Nicole can't do it. What's up, Londa? Nice. Oh, it's a nice neighborhood too. Okay, great. I gotta where is that? Where is that studio, Nicole? Is it near Manhattan? I'm trying to figure out the best hotel around that area to go. But I'm definitely gonna get to Brooklyn that weekend. I'll probably stay until Monday or Tuesday. I'm gonna come in like that Thursday maybe and stay in probably until Monday or Tuesday. Because you know I gotta hit up a couple of churches while I'm there. I got Abyssinian in my view, and I got to go over there and check out and say hello to Vincent, and I may tiptoe around there to Hezekiah's or somewhere. We gonna do some hopping. Dia, she say she good over there. Keep your word. It is, what is it? Publictheater.org. I think that's what it says. I hate that they put this writing in yellow. Yeah, sometimes yellow is not all that. Yeah. But yeah, I've been public there. But if you go to Jordan E. Cooper's Instagram page, make sure you add him on Instagram to kind of keep you abreast. And I think the link and everything, public deal is on there. Public Theater, I think you put it on there as well. So yeah, do that. Oh, so it's in Manhattan. Okay, it's called North of Houston. Really? Okay. Interesting. Long Island. I know. I got to get to Long Island. Gary Prim is around there, I believe. Isn't he say he's in Long Island? I would love to get to Long Island. I really would. You going to Citadel? If Citadel might not be there by October, so I may not have the choice to go over there to Citadel. They'll be shouting, but I'm not sure where. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So again, that's Oh Happy Day, played by Koopa. So make sure you guys check that out. Now, Princess, I listened to the new release by Brian Karn today, featuring Shirley Caesar. You closing the shop, okay? It didn't grab me. It just didn't grab me. And like I said, I ain't got nothing against Brian. I actually like when he churches everybody, but it just didn't grab me. And listen to it and tell me your opinion. Listen to it near Washington Square Park. Oh, okay. Stoughton Park, J Boogie. Stoughton Park. Yeah. He keeps Shirley Caesar around, don't he? He keeps her around. She did her thing on it, but what do you think about it, Princess? I just didn't. It was okay. It wasn't anything that I don't even think I downloaded. I think I just listened to it. I don't know. Yeah, he do always rebuking musicians, and you want to be one. Okay, all right, and we're moving. Literally, Kevin. Literally, yeah. So it's where you is and the arch. Oh, okay. All right. Speaking of the arch, let's talk about the arch and let's stay in New York. Can we do that? Sing with me, how great is Well, it looks like Paula White has gathered her friends together and they headed to the White House today. And we know Paula White is supposed to be over some kind of spiritual something or other over there, keeping America, making America great again territory. And she had some guests over there. Our own Archbishop. Let me see here. Well, let's check this out. Let's see here. I wanted to see something. I'll do this real quick. Real quick like. I was shocked. I was like, "Uh-oh, do we owe somebody an apology? Do we owe Larry Reed an apology? Somebody go run around there and get Larry. Somebody around here owes him an apology. I don't know if it's me, but somebody do. Let's let this come up. What happened to my video? Okay. Well, the bishop, the prophet, Bernard Jordan was in the number today over there in the White House with Paula White. Huh. Yeah. Well, we said we didn't believe that was part of the breakup because he was a starch. Jordan was a starch Trump supporter, huh? So, are you thinking that's two different things there? I don't know, creepy, but we might owe him an apology. So he's over there. Yeah, Eddie Long Jr. is there. I like the suit, Junior. Though I like the suit. I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, some other pastors are there. Who is this, y'all? I don't know what pastor this is. Who this? Somebody call him out. We need a name. He showed his true colors. At least somebody say. Well, you said he's somebody say. Eddie Long Jr. You mean, Darla? That's who you want to point out that was saved there? Okay. They call them the African angels over there with Paula. Yeah. And I don't know who that is. And then they are very happy to be at the White House and to be fellowshipping with Paula White. I don't know if they met the president today or not. If he was in, he may have been out golfing. So not sure. Listen, I'm just showing you what we're looking at here, darling. You have to make your own assumption as if Archbishop is a Trump supporter. He's there. He's there. You know, maybe he just took the invite and he's not a supporter. He's very happy there. Well, I was trying to maybe say, do we almost possibly by chance owe an apology because that was part of the breakup? But we don't believe it. Nope. Trump ain't had nothing to do with that. What's going on, Ambrock? What's going on with your bishop and your prophets? They're stepping and fetching, huh? He said, that's what I'm saying. I guess he tried to tell us, huh? Oh, nothing, Dion. He's the epitome of a saint. Don't worry about it. There's nothing wrong with him. He's the epitome of a saint. Well, pray for your leaders. So that's the thing. We don't know if he was just over there to offer a word of prayer, run around in the White House with holy oil. We don't know what his true plans were, to do while he was there. So maybe he just ran around with holy oil and saving everybody over there at the White House. Maybe he's trying to turn that thing around. So I'm not sure. I'm just reporting, just reporting what I saw. So I don't know which way we gonna think. I don't know which way to think here. Isn't that, yeah, that's what evangelism is, to spread the gospel. That is right. That you are right. Finally me, Lulu. No, never has released the word of the Lord. He ain't with the, okay, all right. He's a Trump supporter, just like, oh, that's Ann Brock. That's what she believed. It was reported to us. I'm just reporting it back, Nicole. Just throwing it back. That's all. That's all. So that was interesting. Let's see. Let's check out Paula. She had some other inspirational pictures and things. Let's check her out. Let's listen. I don't want to see that again. Yeah, he's got. So yeah, they had some more pictures, some more pastors. Is this trans, or I'm not sure what that is. Are they? Well, I don't know. She wouldn't be in the White House, but it's a little suspect. No offense, but huh. All right, they're happy. They are happy. Okay. Yeah. And some more pastors. They did their black thing for the year. Yeah. Let's see. Can we point out any more in the background? Let me see. I can't find no more that I know. Yeah, I can't find them. Okay. You know who these brothers are? I don't know who they are. Got a sister in there. EBOP. What does that stand for, Nicole? What did they say? EBOP? Or what was that? Oh, what's around their neck? What does that say? EPOB? Oh, this one is a little concerning. Thank you, Rochelle, for putting the color on it and trying to help me reach my goal tonight. I appreciate your patronage. That's the pulling. So you see the pullings there. Okay. Isn't she though? She don't care nothing about them people. Yep. They just gave Jamal a sermon for Sunday. Rear up. Yep. He gonna be preaching on this on Sunday. Time will tell. My God. Well, I don't know, y'all. I just thought it was interesting. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Okay. God bless them. Yeah, we gonna have to dip in over there at Jamal, because I don't know if I've seen him say anything. Let me see. Let me go over there and see if he said anything. You know, he loves a good clout. Let's see. No, he ain't said nothing yet. Okay. When is his birthday? On the 18th? He's having a concert, Jamal, with Kim Burrell and Pastor Dion Hickman. Okay. They're gonna have Kim Burrell over there. Let me take Kim Burrell can get a gig, but she can't get no studio time. It seemed like. Can't get that, but you know, whatever. Bless her heart. What's up, Leah? Why you got Paula African? Well, she was over there with the black preachers today in Washington, Leah. Bishop Jordan was over there, and Eddie Long Jr. They was over there at the White House. He'll clap back Sunday. Yeah, he will. Yeah, because you know they didn't invite him. They ain't inviting him. They had his face up at the last one. I don't know how they smuggled that in the White House, but they sure got it in there. You know. So yes. Oh, wasn't in his son John. What'd you say? In his son John Akamabuka. What you say? What's that about? John Akamabuka will be preaching. He's a pastor of Southern Baptist Church in Baltimore. Oh, that must be friends then, you know, because Jamal from Baltimore. So they must be friends. Yeah. Well, today was an interesting day over there in New York. Now, make sure you guys hit that button, hit that like button for me. If you would be so kind, if you're not a member of the St. James Show, hit that subscribe button and also share, share, turn on your notifications, and you can join our monthly membership. It is pinned for right now in the chat to be exclusive member of the St. James Show. We had a wonderful live, members only live last night. So if I have any members that didn't get a chance to check it out, do that. And those are your ways to always support the platform monetarily. And we do have a goal. I done messed up my goal. It's about to end in 4 minutes. I done did something wrong. So the goal thing ain't gonna go right tonight. So we ain't gonna worry about it. Y'all just give if you want. Just give if you want, because it got 4 minutes before the goal is over. So I clicked something wrong. Yeah, that plantation and who burnt the plantation down? Who burnt the plantation down over there in Louisiana? Somebody burnt it down. They said that was the largest plantation in America. Is that what they said? No, something like that. Yeah, I don't know who burnt that thing down though. It's gone, ain't it? I hope my members only have some. Listen, unfortunately, they slipped through the cracks. Finally, me Lulu, we ain't got nothing to hide over here. But they slipped through the cracks. That's your little hometown? Oh wow! So is it the biggest plantation in America? And that's, oh wow, y'all all from there, huh? Bunch of Louisianas. Wow, that is crazy. And I used to work there. Oh wow. What was you doing over there, Kimberly? They didn't have you in the fields, did they? That's a no-no. They can't do that. They cannot do that. Not on my watch. If only in my dream. Londa, you delete that. You didn't have to delete that. J-Book say they get that. Yeah, that's what they do to get content. Yeah. Oh, you worked in the restaurant. Okay, good. Good. We got to figure out where you was working at over there on the plantation. I used to hate at Disneyland. They have the chicken plantation. I'm like, that's the name y'all wanted. Have you been to Disneyland and you go to eat that chicken? The restaurant is a chicken plantation. I was like, oh Lord, please don't come home for Christmas. He said dreams should be plural. Did he just say dream? I don't know. You know, that was just a throwback from Christmas, Candace. That was a throwback. Yeah. Well, listen here. Again, we don't do a whole lot of, other stuff, but listen, this court case has interests me to no end, okay? And I'm going to throw the link down just in case you want to come up, Leah, or what have you. Courtney, I don't know if you guys want to talk about the happenings on today, but listen, we are going to pull up the information and kind of just go through some of what went on today in the courtroom and read some of the what they call them, testimony. Yeah, read some of the testimony. I'll pin the link. I'm gonna replace that. Oh yeah. I know some gores. How old are you? Some gores. Gores where? What are you talking about? You talking to me or somebody else? Okay, so On today, everybody. So Cassie was on the stand again. Thank you so much, Keisha Green, for putting the color on it. Love it here. Glad to be in the number. So glad you're here as well. So glad you're here. Oh, you talking to Kimberly. Thank you for helping me reach my goal on tonight. Well, listen, the goal just ran out because I didn't put the right time on it. I must have put 10 minutes or something instead of an hour. I don't know what I did. But let's read a couple of this. I know you probably can't see. I don't know if you can see. If you're on the TV, you probably can see it a little bit better. If you're on the TV, hey, how are you? But on the stand today was they finished Cassie. But before they finished Cassie, let's see. Everybody hit the like button on our Cash Apps too. Let's show appreciation to those who contribute to the channel. Please hit the like button even on our Cash Apps as they come in. All right. I mean, not Cash Apps, Super Chats. There we go. Super Chats. All right. So today they talked about more. I think what they're trying to do, everybody, I think they're trying to get, they're really trying to dispel this thing that it was whole X trafficking. Cassie was a willing participant. She wasn't coerced. She wasn't manipulated, even though, that's kind of hard to prove with her age and his age and stuff. So people automatically kind of think that way. But they did have some issues on today. And he said, a judge said, listen, rise. You're still under oath, Miss Ventura. Miss Ventura, of course, is Cassie, the ex-girlfriend of Diddy. And they were talking about the hotel. They said, I believe Combs' attorney says, I believe Mr. Combs was blacked out for the intercontinental event. Cassie says, I believe he was intoxicated. Everyone's definition is different. They really schooled her. But the attorney said, but you said blacked out. And so he said, what did you write here? I wrote, when you get effed up the wrong way, you meant drugs? And she said, yeah, and alcohol. And they're showing her text messages. Here, Mr. Combs, right? I am so horny for you. And the prosecution said, this is not evidence. Because they're throwing in a lot of things that they did not mark as exhibits. So Diddy's folks are throwing, and you know what they're doing. They're putting it on the mind of the jury. But they're not following. They're doing like a Blackburn. They're not following the protocol of the court. Yeah. Yes. So what did Princess say? I think you just said, yeah. Said his team is trying hard to put that out there, but it just will not stick, in my opinion. They're really trying to put it out there. They're throwing things out that they have no authority to, because they're not in, put as exhibits. So it's really wild. Let's see here. Let's just go to other. We were, let's see here. Let's go. Okay, let's go to this one. What did you write? Okay, so Mr. Combs wrote, F Friday. I don't even want to do that again. What did you write? I wrote, LOL, true. The attorney said, well, Mr. Combs suspected you of having an affair with someone else in the industry. What happened when he took your phone? She says, we were in the car and he told me to call my mother. When I did, he grabbed my phone and took it. Attorney says, it was a big fight. She says, it was just gone. For how long? A few hours, until my mother called the police. And the attorney said, did Mr. Combs go through your phone? I think so, and he called someone on it. The court attorney said, the person you had an affair with, an NFL player. They are really trying to work her over as just a harlot, y'all. She says, I don't know if he's playing anymore, but he was an NFL player and he was jealous. And then it says, wasn't there a time he found out you were dancing with another person in the entertainment industry and he took your phone, right? She says, I don't remember. And the attorney says, it was Chris Brown. And she says, I was not dancing with him. And then she said, look at this. It's from 2013. Now I see it, she says. What else did Mr. Combs take? He took my car, my passport when he was angry. She said, let's refresh you about Mr. Combs being in rehab. She says, I vaguely remember. They still trying to figure out who's in Louisiana. Y'all do that. Y'all do that. I'm going to play you some audio. Let's see here. So they started talking about an audio and of a recording that the cuckoo man who pow-powed up the Trump hotel, what's his name, Jonathan, whoever, who is currently still in custody for doing that. And then somebody was talking about he was going to testify. That man over there in jail for pow-powing up Trump's hotel. And he was one of the ex-workers as well. So she said, I'm going to play you an audio. Ventura said, and the audio said, if you saw a video of someone effing me, who was effing me? You have it? Why didn't you show me? And then, because I'm not disrespectful, bro. Ventura, if you don't show me, I will unalive you, cut you up. It's still the audio played to the jury. Ventura saying in the audio, I will effing unalive you. I've never unalived anyone in my life. I am going to F you up. It's not going to be blood on my hand. Someone else is going to do it. I'm not playing with you. Tell me what she was going on. The escort, Jonathan, recorded a session and had a session that they didn't know that he had. And he says that he recorded the session because when they were having one of the freak-offs, Cassie passed all the way out. He says that scared him, and he knows that he didn't want to be implicated in something if she was unalive. So he took a recording of them being together and all this other stuff, I guess, to so this is him telling his story. We know why he took a record. He took a recording because he just wanted to record it to get that cash drop that he later, I believe he got. He kind of blackmailed them, and he did get some money. And they did show that one day he had $1,800 in an account, and then the next day he was buying properties, very expensive properties. Yeah. You said Cassie's really a tough cookie to survive all that drug use, abuse, and testified 8 months. She's strong. Let me tell you, he worked her over, but that, I believe, that kind of made her stronger. Should have took the money. And let me tell you, I think it was 19. I think it was 19 when they met. What's up, I am Miss Ricks? Yeah, I think they were 19 when they met. I believe that's what it was. Yeah. So anyway, he they had a little disagreement about the tape and all that. And see, they wanted to put that out there because she was threatening to unalive him. They're trying to really damage the character of Cassie. That's what the defense, I guess, is hired to do. And that's what they are trying to do. The attorney says, what did Mr. Combs say when you told him you thought Mr. Odie was recording? He said he'd take care of it. Are you aware of an escort leaving comments on Mr. Combs' Instagram page? She said, I am not. The attorney says, now let's talk about rehab. Do you still do Suboxonex? I don't know. Suboxonex. I don't know what that is. She said something like that. What does it treat? Opioid addiction, she said. They said this was the recross after then the AUSA came back and was trying to debunk some of the stuff that she was asked. So, because they were trying to say she was going into rehab. They were trying to allude like she went into rehab for sex addiction or something weird like that. They're really trying to make her out to have the sex addiction. Imagine that. And then they had an objection because the HOA said, and they said overruled. So she had to answer that. Oh, okay. So it is. So they're just jumping in with objection. So they're not at the recross yet. They're still at the direct. And they asked her that Puffy's attorney said, you wrote a book in the rehab, the place that treats sexual compulsion. And they said, objection, sidebar. So he was really trying to put down in there like she went to rehab for sexual compulsion. Is she still on something? It means she's still blocking her cravings for. Oh, okay. So I don't know what that is. I don't know that. Okay, that's what it's like. Methadone or something like that. Is that what that is? Because I knew some people on heroin and they used to have to go to the methadone clinic every now and then. Y'all hit that like button for me. We ain't gonna read all this. I just wanted to kind of pinpoint some of these things down. Okay, so let's see. About having. They was talking about freak offs. Okay, so they had a break. Okay, they're back. Okay, the attorney for Puffy says, Mr. Combs wrote, you're so predictable. You've said you were going to tell him you didn't want to do freak out offs anymore, but you didn't say it, did you? She said, I did not. He said, here you were suggesting freaking off with a girl. The attorney said, you say you found a photo of Mr. Combs with Gina while you were staying with your parents in Connecticut, right? She said, yes. You decided to break up with him and he didn't threaten you, but suggested couples counseling. She said, I don't know. Can you imagine? Y'all think Diddy was suggesting couples counseling with Cassie? When she brought up, they went into a little bit, when she brought up having a freak off with a girl, he was starch against that. He don't want that. He don't want to see her with another girl. That don't do nothing for him. That does absolutely nothing for Diddy. I hope she ain't on that when she prayed. That's a good, maybe she, hope not. It seems like that'll be something that'll damage the baby. Oh, she gonna need a whole life. She never needs to get off the couch. I mean, no harm, but yeah, she's definitely gonna need it. All right, 2018, it's a closure conversation. Mr. Combs was inviting you to Burning Man, right? She said, yes. I'll read, Mr. Combs, you have anger. I'll read, I wrote, my family knows I'm not running around telling our business. Okay, let me see. Kim and Gina. Okay, yeah. Then at a restaurant meeting, you said, and they were trying to debunk. The thing about it, y'all, you know, when she said she was graped by Diddy, then she slept with him, what, a couple of weeks later? Yeah. So you think what they're going to do is probably bring in a specialist, if they're even going to attack it like that. You got to remember, there's more people testifying. We got another, 7 weeks or so. So I don't know if they're trying to bring in a Stockholm syndrome type of therapist or psychologist to come on and speak to her, you know, even having sex with him after she says he graped her. I don't know, but they really are trying to debunk this. Some of the bloggers were saying, looking at the jury, and they were like perked up when that was mentioned, that they actually were together after the so-called grape. And then I guess the husband, now you got to remember, He supposedly did that to her when she was with the other guy. And he eventually, I guess, told him. I don't know how he found out, or if she just told him on her own, or he found out. But after the husband, what's his name? Alex Fine or whatever. After he found out that that happened, he punched a wall. He punched a wall, punched a hole in the wall. So they were trying to even pick that apart. Like, he was just jealous because they were together, and it really, really wasn't a great situation. They were trying to go there too. So yeah, Princess, that's where he gets off on seeing her with other people. He don't want to see her with other JJ. That's not what he's interested in. The story is extremely wild, Darla. Mm-hmm. You said even the husband came from Diddy. Right. The husband was the personal trainer. And he introduced her, and I guess they started training and really training. Everybody done came from Diddy. Everything that she's been associated with has come from Diddy. Yeah. So that's wild. So they were saying the jury was had a little eyebrows raised in that situation regarding her being with him after she said that he raped her. So let's see. And this was interesting too. She said, the lawyer says, attorney says, this message to FB, who's that? She says, Frank Black, a name he used. Stefan, he wrote, I'm in an investors conference. We'll get back to this. You still have love for him? Ventura says, I have love for the past and what it was. That was her. They're trying to get her to say that she was still in love with Diddy. But she said, I have love for the past and what it was. Let me tell you. Okay, remember the word sex? We can't put that in there. I'm saying it, but that don't mean y'all can put it. Don't put it because YouTube stops it. So just be creative, y'all. Do say something else because YouTube is going to stop it. And if they stop it too much, they start, not flagging it, but they won't push the video as much. Okay. Let's remember that. All right. So they had another sidebar. Mm-hmm. Then she started getting jealous of, accusing Diddy of being with his yoga instructor. Okay. She started accusing him of being with his yoga instructor. Now, Diddy is giving them all of this information, trying to really discredit her. She was usually that's where they go, right? We've heard that before. They're just scorned. Have we heard that before, Saints? I think Vincent was called scorned, and some other people were called, they're just scorned. So that's the angle it looks like they're trying to go with her, that she was scorned a lot. So that's why she acted out. That's why she did this. That's why she wanted his love. She wanted his attention. She wanted to do freak off. She wanted. So, yeah. There you go. Thank you, darling. There you go. Because it didn't take that out. So that works. All right. Let's see here. Okay. What did you write? I wrote, do you love? They asked, they're still talking about, messages and stuff. The attorney asked her, what did you write? She said, I wrote, I do love you. I would just prefer not being one of your girlfriends. Let's go up tomorrow night. I'll do studio from 6 to 9. He writes, can I hold you? Now, this is the attorney. He said, well, Diddy asked, he writes, can I hold you? Or are you just going to break up with me? And he says, and you write back, we can embrace, LOL. And he says, and he asked Cassie, and you wanted to hug him, right? She said, that's what I said. Then he says, did you have sexual intercourse with Mr. Combs that night? She said, I did. Now, you remind you guys, this is all after the grape allegation, okay? He said, and during that, your now husband FaceTimed you. Yes. The boyfriend at the time, Alex Fine, who is now her husband, FaceTimed her while they was in the act. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. The Knicks playing. Okay. The attorney says, your now husband didn't know you were with Mr. Combs at the time? She says, I don't know what he knew. He said, well, later he discovered it. And the prosecutor said, objection. The judge said, overruled. I think they don't write it all, like it's supposed to be written, y'all. So I got to decipher some of this. She said, your husband didn't know that you were graped? She said, not that evening. Yes, she was with Diddy while she was with the boyfriend and after she accused Diddy of graping her. She was with Diddy. And the boyfriend FaceTimed while they was doing it, Keisha. Everybody a freak, J Boogie. Now let's get into this. After the attorney asked, after Mrs. Porter's memorial service, you wrote to him that you were going home. Why had he called Kim his soulmate? What was the 11 years all about? And I think, let me say it the way they probably wanted to say it. Anyway, she wrote to him, why did you call Kim your soulmate? What was our 11 years all about, Diddy? And she said, yes, I wrote that. And then the attorney says, that was hurtful, right? She said, at the time, yes. Ooh, Diddy was playing everybody like a fiddle. Oh, my goodness, like that fiddle they was playing in Sinners at the Dublin music. The attorney says, let's see here. And after the memorial service, you never saw Mr. Combs again, right? She says, I did not. He says, he let you go, right? She said, I never saw him again. I don't know about letting me go. He said, you got married to the love of your life, right? Oh, Lord Jesus. And there wasn't no answer right there. They just let it go. Then they went to break. Y'all hit that like button. Let's see here. So they were talking about some stuff after the break, after lunch break. They were talking, or whatever break they had. They were talking about some things that had happened, just the attorneys and the judge. And it was was said that the judge told Diddy's attorney lady that had been coming, doing all this, because this is the lady that's questioning Cassie. Of course, they're gonna put the lady attorney on it. They can't put the man on it. That just don't look right. Don't sound right. But the judge told her, you need to figure out how to ask all of your questions. All of your questions you're asking the wrong way. So the judge is trying to school them on how to properly present this case. So the judge is fit to be tied with these people, with Diddy's team. Mr. Combs, Mr. Combs. Ooh, Mr. Combs. So so they were really what state of mind is this being offered for? Let's see here. Let's get this done for the damn. We still think it's appropriate for the message to come in. Prosecution says we still have issues with phrases like "I'd like to reconnect." So they were fighting over wording and stuff. The judge wasn't too happy with how they were wording these questions. So that was interesting. All right, so let's see here. Go to finish with Cross. All right. They want to speak to the government for a minute. Bring the jury back. Jury is entering. It said, the attorney said, Mrs. Ventura, we're almost done here. She said, thank you. They said, I will read Combs's message. You're going to make a beautiful mother. God bless. Ventura says, I said, thank you. God bless. Ventura said, I wrote, we should talk and have closure. The attorneys for Combs said, Mr. Combs sent back a tear face emoji. He said, you were always my ride or die. She said, I thought it was nice. Attorney said, you'd been craving that. She said, before, I don't think I was craving now. I was craving now. Oh, they trying to convince everybody that she is still in love and all over heels with Diddy. Attorney told Cassie, he shaped you over. Wait a minute. He shaped you over 11 years. You shaped each other? She said, yes. He said, your husband's a physical trainer. She said, yes. The house you grew up in Connecticut was relatively modest compared to mansions. Yes. So he was trying to say that, you loved this lifestyle that Diddy afforded you. And that's why you stayed. It had nothing to do with you being ex-trafficked or made to do anything. You stayed here because you was poor and you came to a mansion. That's what they were trying to relay to the people. Yeah. Okay. I needed the money. That wasn't the reason. They said, you were preparing to tour with Matt Testa. She said, yes, he's an engineer. And they said, once you settled your lawsuit, you canceled the tour, right? She said, yes, because you no longer needed the money. She said, that wasn't the reason. So before she went for that grab, she was supposed to go on tour. And she said she canceled that bad boy after she got that $20 million from Puffy. I don't need to go out and huff and puff and crack my knees. I got $20 million. Mm-hmm. Well, they tried to, they tried to really fish that thing. They want to say she was broken, poor, and disgusted. Uh-huh. Yeah. Your father got many mansions. You don't need one from Diddy. Get him. After the video, after the hotel video came out, you posted on Instagram that domestic violence is the issue, right? She said, yes, I still feel that way. And then the attorney says, well, Mr. Combs wrote, want to freak off one last time? What did you write? She says she wrote, I don't want it to be the last time. I want freak offs for the first time. That's how they ended her examination. So they said, let's put this in perspective. They said after the hotel video came out, you posted, as in Cassie, on Instagram that domestic violence is the issue, right? She said, yes, I still feel that way. And then they asked her, well, Mr. Combs wrote, want to freak off one last time? They asked her, what did you write back? She said, I wrote back, I don't want it to be the last time. I want freak off for the first time. They said, Your Honor, no further questions. Redirect, AUSA. Oh, God. What's up, Tara? Yeah, I don't know what kind of romance this is, but okay. A romance novel. Prosecution said, Miss Ventura, you were shown this message where you ended, I don't want to freak off for the last time. I want to be the first time for the rest of our lives. What did you say after that? Cassie says, she said, yes, I'm horny. Just got over a UTI. They said, Miss Ventura, you were shown message today in which you and Sean were kind and loving. She said, yes. Did those periods ever last? They said, objection. Judge said, overruled. No, they didn't last. They're a downswing. Then they asked her, what world did Sean open up to you? Ventura said, a world of chaos. Oh, God. That's what she said. Ooh, there you go, darling. After the show, it's the after party. Then it's the after the party. It's the hotel lobby. That's what the song says. Oh, God. Then the AUSA says, in your 11-year relationship, who did you want to have sex with? Ventura said, only him at that time. Prosecution says, well, Sean wrote, seduce me all day. What did you do? She said, write about freak-offs. They said, were you able to cancel work obligations for freak-offs? Ventura said, yes, if I was told to. When you were shooting the movie in South Africa and you blocked him, how did he contact you? She said, through Mia. He said he didn't remember hurting you. Do you believe him? She said, not always, because I knew him. There were times he was pretty aware of what he was doing. It's just who he was. I've seen him be violent with other people. They said, on the way back from Cane's, what did Sean do? Ventura said he played a video of me having sex with an escort. They said, what did he say he'd do? He said he'd release it. When you got to New York, what did Sean ask for? A freak off, and he'd release it. Yeah, Ray, UTI. And she said she got rid of that UTI without medication. Okay. All right. When Sean wrote, you ready for tonight, what did he mean? She said, freak off. What were you afraid he would do if you did not do that freak off? Objection. Overruled. I don't know that week. Judge says, next question. Do you have any doubt that Sean raped you? Objection. Overruled. I have no doubt. After Sean raped you on April 18th, did you later have consensual sex with Sean, during which your husband FaceTimed you? Yes. Oh, God. Mm, 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 mm. That's what they're doing. They're pinpointing everything to those that what? That particular Rico. That's what they're doing. Oh, it's too much. And what Earl Carter say? It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Oh. Why did you cancel the tour? Because they said she canceled the tour because she got that 20 million that she extorted from blackmailed from Diddy. That's what they said. Ventura says, Cassie says, after I filed my civil suit, I was overwhelmed. Addressing the past the way that I chose to was overwhelming. I didn't want to go. Do you plan to file more lawsuits? No. Would you give the $20 million back if you hadn't had to do freak offs? Objection. Overruled. I would give it back to get my agency back. Did he beat you during freak offs? She starts crying, y'all. And she says, yes. Were you open to freak offs at the beginning? Yes, at the beginning. Did you tell him when you no longer wanted to do them? Yes, more than once. What concerns do you have about saying no to freak offs? Safety, career, love. They got her. They had to just throw that one in. Oh. What concerns did you have about saying no to freak offs? Cassie says, safety, career, love. Ooh, bless her heart. Yes, bless her. No further questions. Miss Estavo? You knew Mr. Combs' sexual preference was these freak offs, right? She said, I learned. It was part of being his girlfriend, yeah? A girlfriend. She said, yeah. You kept your old device. Yes, I did. And freak off videos in this case, they were all on those devices you kept from 2012 and 2014, right? She says, I don't know what year. You were able to stand at his side at the Met Gala. Being his girlfriend gave you access to producers. She said, yes. Beyond Kid Cudi, what other musicians were you put in the studio with? Were you put in the studio with Nicki Minaj? Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Let me see something. Let me see. Da, da, da. Were you put in the studio with Lil Wayne? Yes. and with Rick Ross and Pusha T. Am I forgetting any names? You've got you've got a lot of names, Cassie says. You are very self-conscious about your musical talent, right? She said, I wouldn't say that. You had a bad performance on 106 and Park. She said, early in my career. You did music videos. Were they successful? The judge says, may we have a sidebar? He was tired of her. He was tired of that. Yeah, they was been a little hostile. The judge was tired of that. Then she comes back. D-Rock was like a member of your family. Yes, like a brother. The assistant Mia, you also had a relationship with. She said, yes. Okay, here you begin with an explicit message, and he responds with one. You are actively sexting. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, she is. She's messing with her psyche. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Then she said, you stated that you were feeling overwhelmed after filing your civil lawsuit, right? She said, yes. You recently received a settlement from Intercontinental. You know, that's the hotel where they had to fight at, y'all. She says, no. You made a demand, right? She said, yes, 10 million maybe. Judge says, anything further? And here comes the prosecution. AUSA says, I just have one question. I was asking Mrs. Esteva, can you wrap up in a judge says, can you wrap up in 2 minutes? This is the last thing I'll ask you to read, Miss Ventura. Thank you. We need closure and understanding. AUSA comes back and says, why do you keep your devices? She says, I was afraid of what was on them. I wouldn't take them to the Apple store. You know, because they be all up in your videos and stuff. Y'all better watch them. Attorney says, one question. You just reached $10 million settlement with Intercontinental last week before trial. They said, overruled, objection. Judge said, overruled. And she said, yes. So right before this trial, she had a settlement of $10 million with the Intercontinental Hotel, where the fight happened between, well, it really wasn't a fight because Diddy was doing all the fighting. The altercation happened. So not only is she sitting now with 20 million from Diddy, but she's also sitting with 10 million from the hotel. You better keep every device. She getting that money. What's up, Mike? She getting that money. Some say she's owed more than that. You didn't need no tour. You got $30 million. You don't need no tour. Your grace and mercy. Come on. That's definitely for her pain and suffering. She's a very rich woman right now. Why was she upset? Because they covered that. I believe that's what it is, because they destroyed, so-called destroyed the evidence that could have helped her, you know, even though we saw it, but the original, I believe, was destroyed. So she got $10 million from that hotel. Yeah. So now she's sitting with $30 million from her for her anguish. Y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. Okay. I want to just talk about a few things with the special agent that came in. Okay, they're talking to now. Cassie's done, y'all. There's gonna be no more Cassie. She's done. They have her. They have her deal, testimony. They're gonna do what they can with it. Now they're moving on to Special Agent Yassine Bida. He is the human trafficking. He's from the human trafficking group. He's the folks that came and arrested Diddy in that hotel room. Okay. So here we go. Prosecution says, what was your role? I took photos of items, then signed them on the 6051 form. Was this found in the closet? I see that. Was it? Let me see. Okay. Signed a letter to each room. Okay. Okay. So what was found in the closet, they showed a picture to the jury of what was found. It was a plastic bag full of Johnson & Johnson baby oil and Astroglide bottles. Oh, they can recall a witness? Okay. Well, they better not badger her too much. She about to bust. She pregnant. So they asked what was found in the brown bag. You write in public. Oh, she got to get some more money, Inspire. If he's convicted, it's she can just go off and write her book. She could probably release that book. I wonder if she can, even with that NDA. I don't think he can sue her. Oh, Lord Jesus. So so they're in the room. Remember, they went to the hotel room where Diddy was staying. They had a plastic bag full of Johnson John baby oil and Astroglide bottles. They said what was found in the bathroom? Several bottles of baby oil. Now in the bedroom, what was found in the Louis Vuitton bag? Medication in the name of Frank Black. Remember, he went by Frank Black. Diddy did. And they said, and that is this, the bags of pink powder found in the medicine bottle. The typically shown agreeing it was found and tested by Customs and Border Patrol lab. Okay. Prosecution says the pink powder was found to be ketamine and MDMA in bottle, whatever that is. Forget passed around to the jury. So they're passing these photos and stuff around to the jury. What was found in the black mini backpack? $9,000. Please take the cash out of the bag. Agent does, fanning out the bills. No further questions. Any cross? Then Tenny Garagos comes up, which is the daughter of Garagos. In the hotel room, did you see any bags and clothing indicating that women were staying with him there? Agent Bida said yes. So what they were trying to say, that they were trying to put together that the $9,000 was, possibly him getting out of the country. But we all know that he paid the freak off between what they say $500 and $6,000 or something like that. And you getting out of the country with $9,000, no, you would have way more money than that. He would definitely have way more money than that. You think he has a little addiction there finally? Yeah, you think? Oil every freaking where. An always nightmare. Isn't he already destroyed, Darla? I think that's done with. There's no coming back from this. There's no coming back from this for Diddy. The judge, the U.S. may call its next witness. We're almost done, y'all. This is the last little bit. Your Honor, the government calls Don Richard. Where are you from? Don says New Orleans, Louisiana. We all know that Don Richard was singer in Danity Kane, the group that was off of making the band or whatever they did with Diddy, Danity Kane, that he created. Where are you from? New Orleans, Louisiana. From 2004 and 2011, who did you work for? Puff, Sean Combs. Do you see him? Yes. Who is depicted in this photo? They're showing her a photo. She says, Cassie. In 2009, did you observe an incident between Puff and Cassie? She was attacked by Sean Combs, kicked. Did you see more violence by him against Cassie? Dawn says, often. When were you a member of this group? 2009 to 2011. The incident in 2009 where Sean Combs beat Cassie, where was it? She says, in Sean Combs' LA home, we were recording. What did he do? Don says, he was saying, where the F is my food? He grabbed a black skillet with eggs and tried to hit her over the head. Cassie dropped to the ground. What did she do? She went into a fetal position. Then what? Sean Combs was kicking her in the head and body, then dragged her up the first floor, glass breaking and yelling. I was scared for her and for me too. Well, did you intervene? No. Did you call the police? No. The next day, what happened? That it has been passionate and she was okay. I don't know what that meant. That it would be better if we didn't talk, that people could end up missing. How did you understand that? Death. Objection. Sidebar. They come back. Jurors, you can leave for the weekend. Watch the Yankees play the Mets or the Knicks. If you're not into sports, there's a lot going on. See you on Monday. Miss Richard, you can leave. After they said people come up missing, and what does that mean? What do you think that meant? She said, death. Oh, no, it's over. It's over. It was over for the day. They weren't going to dare get into that. So Diddy's attorneys are going to be ready for Don Richard. But Dawn was with the group after. She said she was with the group from 2009 to 2011. Now, the beating happened in 2009, right when she began in the group. She was at the home recording. She sat there and looked at that girl get kicked and dragged up the stairs. But she stayed in the group till 2011. There's a lot of people talking now. But nobody was doing any real talking all those other times. You know they yelled objection. Ooh. You said the worst, best. Listen here. And there was one part in there where she didn't say that she did. He said he picked up because what happened was he liked his eggs, I guess, at a certain temperature, and she was waiting for them to cool down before she, I guess, brought them to him. And he stormed down the stairs and was like, "Where are my mother effing eggs?" And I want to believe that he was doped up at that time. I just have to believe that he was full of drugs. Now, they're saying he's bipolar. They're trying to weave that in. I think we're going to see that weaved into the scenario a little bit more. And yeah, they were fearful. They were fearful, but it's like, you didn't fear that he would eventually unalive this girl after beating, kicking her, dragging her over eggs? I mean, but at that time, these people wanted fame themselves. They wanted notoriety themselves. They wanted that group. They wanted to be in the group. They wanted to be famous. That's why they went on making the band. This is a lesson that we ought to appreciate our hard-working lives and be grateful for the blessings we have. Listen, because what all that as glitters, it's not gold, as they say. We think we have it bad until you think you have it all. And look what you have to deal with for having it all. People with that kind of money usually have cooks and housekeepers that does the cooking. Not when you want to lord over people, Tara. Not when you want to manipulate people. Not when you want to, just denigrate people, disrespect them for your own crazy, weird satisfaction. Of course, he could have got cooks. Probably had cooks before. Of course he could have. They feel safe now that he's locked up. And I think they do feel a sense of relief, but it's like, oh my goodness, what if he would have unalived that girl and now they're talking? What if we would be at a trial of murder, unaliving, but now they're telling the story? Oh yeah, I seen her get drugged. I seen him kick her. Yeah. But he said, people come up missing, so I didn't say anything because I felt that was death. That meant people was going to die. But what if it was Cassie's unaliving trial? It's just some things to think about. Listen, I haven't been in that predicament. I don't want to be in that predicament. Diddy is definitely mental. His childhood played a heavy part in that. His father was abusive and his mother hosted freak off. I think the mother did. I think he didn't get this from nowhere, Darla. He didn't get this idea of sex, this idea of intimacy, this idea of freakiness just from being around, just other little guys, because he doesn't. Yeah, Darla, maybe he saw his mother with the multiple guys and he got just used to seeing guys with women, didn't see a lot of women around there. Maybe he just seen a bunch of guys because he don't want to have no threesomes or anything with women or freak offs with women. It was always men. And she suggested they have a woman one time and he shot that down real quick. He shot it down. He mastered learned behavior. I think that's what he did. This is interesting. And with everything that we know now, we got questions for Young Miami. There is questions for Young Miami. Yeah. Yeah, but I think she was trying to hope or trying to think that maybe he wanted another. No, he doesn't want another female. He has used you and your vajayjay to attract other to attract other men. So no, he don't want that. He don't need no more of that. And you got to know that, Kim Porter probably did all this. Listen, there's a question on Justin Combs because Justin Combs looks like that bodyguard that is no longer living. He looks just like that bodyguard. And we know that people around him probably at some point, bodyguards, security, chauffeurs, probably participated in some freak offs as well. But then he probably just kind of alienated it to, listen, no, we need to get an escort over here and keep it cut and dry. These people knew they were going, they knew they were buying, and what they were trying to do in regards to, didn't you have a good relationship with the assistant Mia? Didn't you think of D-Rock as a brother? They're trying to say, no, they wasn't working in this criminal thing. They were just a part of the family, and no one was working to do crime. They didn't go fetch the baby oil and stuff to do crime. We're all family like a giant tree reaching out to the sky. That's what they're trying to convey when they were asking her those questions. I'll be sure. I really want to know what went wrong between him and I'll be sure. I really want to know what is Al B. Sure not telling, because we've heard him say, listen, he's a demon. But I need you to map down your experience. We know why Cassie is calling him a demon. I need to know why Al B. Sure has set the alarm and will not shut up. Was he a Catholic boy? I don't think that Mays said this is what was said, that Mays is not testifying. He said he's not testifying. But I don't know if he received a subpoena or not. But that's what I heard, that he's not. But it's going to be interesting. Like I said, even that, was it Aubrey Day or Aubrey? Now, she's been sounding the alarm for years. You think Kim is the nucleus of the issue with P. Diddy and Al? Was he with Kim Porter first? Or do you think Al just thinks he's responsible for her unaliving? He said that is undercard to get away from him. Mia? You talked to Mia to get away from him. The assistant Mia? She hit under a car to get away from him? Wow, children evolve. I don't understand why the children are sitting in that courtroom listening to this. Especially the girls. I just don't understand that. My baby's 25. I wouldn't want her sitting in the courtroom listening to that. Be like, baby, let me see. Who did not do something to who they gonna have? Come when blah, blah, blah. It's on the stand. Just, this is unreal that those twins are in there listening to that. Them boys done probably seen daddy do a lot of stuff. Just like Diddy watched probably his mama do a lot of stuff. Diddy probably didn't feel anything with his boys seeing what goes on. But I wouldn't have them girls in there. So Kim was with Al first. I didn't know that. He was jealous of Al and Kim's relationship. So jealous that he had to go and get her and then have 3 kids by her, rather. Wow. Woo. Ain't it crazy how, like I said, you can gain the world. They can gain everything, but that's just certain things in life that still trip these people up in their mind. Just like, and it's just like, say, well, Michael Jackson, his accusation of being with little boys and stuff like that. But it's like, they have all this money and they can be with anybody. It's not about who they can be with. It's about how they're wired. It's about how they're wired. Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay. It's clicking. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not as dumb as I'm acting tonight. And this is water. Yes. Quentin's mom. That's Quincy's mother. Okay. 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 Gotcha. That's Quincy's mom, Kim Porter. Mm, 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 mm. Oh my goodness. So okay, okay, I see it. I see it. But you know what I'm saying? I understand jealousy and maybe he took your love or your life and stuff like that. Is that what's pushing Al B. Sure? Well, then he almost died not too long ago. And is he blaming Diddy for his possible unaliving? See a docuseries. I didn't watch him. I didn't watch any of the docuseries, Daniel. I just didn't watch them. Mm-mm. Some of this stuff kind of disturbs me sometimes, and I don't watch everything because some of it just kind of really disturbs me. And yeah, I can't watch. Spy says, I hope he put a little money for his kid. Well, that's what they said, that a lot of his money, everything's generally in his mom's name, and I guess in a trust for the kids as well. That's what has been going around there. Yeah, he does. He looks just like her, just light skinned. For my lady. Song is about forever, my lady. It's like a dream. That one? Oh, wow. Mm, mm. Kim and son Diddy raise. Yeah, Diddy did raise them. That was my issue, though. It seemed like Diddy did raise Quincy. Where was Al B. Sure? He was out on tour. Where was he at? Was he not, didn't get allowed to be with him? What was that dynamic there? We didn't start seeing Quincy and Al together a lot until Kim's demise, right? We didn't see them together a lot. What's up, Kaquan? Yeah, I know. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I need to. He's saying that Diddy was behind this stuff, but I need to know, why are you saying that? What put you in the pathway for Diddy to even play with your life like that? He does feel Diddy tried to end him. They were good. Go back and watch. Okay. Oh, so they were good. I still want to know why he feels that way. Was something put in his drink? Was something, what was it? Did anybody know? I've been in school with Al for years. It was like Huffy was obsessed with pissing out. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. He's a justice day. He better have kids. Something to do with Al's. Well, we take what Jaguar Wright says with a grain of salt here. We don't really get too in depth with coverage from Sister Wright. We let her, even though we know that she's, she done hit a few home runs around here lately, but still, I think she still likes to embellish a lot. Did he want Kim before Al and Kim got it? Oh, okay. And then, once the craziness of Diddy kicked in, he was going to get what he wanted. He said he wasn't ready to be a father back then. Gotcha. Okay. I don't even understand that, but okay. But yeah, maybe Pepper. Yeah, we need to go smaller. We need to go smaller. Yeah, we just can't. Yeah. We let Jaguar do Jaguar. You said the clip of the children walking in from the courtroom holds and have reminded me of the woman from the Mason trial. Oh Lord, that was weird. Seeing that. Mm-hmm. You said Brother Wright be wrong. Very, very much wrong. I think she takes a little something and adds a little yeast to a little, little flour. She want to make a little yeast, a little water. You're like, right? Come on now. She was over there. She was over there outside. You know what? Someone said, Nicole, was that Nicole who said that about Tisa Tales? I've been listening to her, but it's getting a lot of bias though. A lot of bias. So I don't know did her and Diddy have like some kind of altercation, because she said he turned around, looked at her and like, gnarled at her and then turned back around. So did they have some kind of relationship, or Tisa Taylor is really, really pretty. But you can tell she is like, she's totally which I think we're all Cassie. I think we really are. But then there's a certain level there where there has to be some type of responsibility taken or accountability taken. I don't know, which I'm kind of there too. You can't listen to it for much, and she's very like ADHD. She can't really stay on it too long. Put the scare on MJB face, let it scar on MJ. Oh, really? I hadn't heard about that. Got to ask Jesse about that. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? She be doing a lot over there. Now she's saying, Diddy turned around and looked at her and and it roared at her. Okay, all right. Wendy Williams, I'll be sure, and others got sick around the time the mess started. The conspiracy theorist, Darla. She putting it all together. Maybe, I don't know. Poor Wendy. Oh, poor Wendy. You said, okay, I believe my 7-year-old before. And 7-year-olds can have a very crazy imagination. Oh God. Oh. Diddy being a loose cannon. Let me see. Kim asked out to stay away because of, and she probably knew, she probably know like Cassie know, and like, stay away. This man is crazy. Crazy as a bitsy bug. I don't trust him. Please stay away. Yeah. Who's Gene Deal? I wonder if all the talking Gene Deal be said, are they going to call him as a somebody? Was it? I was listening to Make It Make Sense earlier, and somebody put a super chat in there talking because he's there in New York. I listened to him a little bit and got a few things of what he was saying since he's there, and he was saying somebody said he needed to call Gene Deal for security. He was like, no. So I didn't know who is Gene Deal, one of these characters in the Diddy play or what. But Tisa put on the video about Jonathan, no relationship, but Tisa put out the video about, so was she's the one who put the video out first? Okay, gotcha then. Oh, he's the old bodyguard. Okay. They were telling Make It Make Sense that he need to call him to be his security over there while he's in New York. He was like, oh, nope. Okay. Not doing that. So, yeah. All right, everybody. I just wanted to come through. I didn't mean to stay there. I wanted to only really do an hour. And I'm an hour and 45 minutes. Jesus. I didn't want to do all that. But yeah, so I just wanted to, so we'll see on Monday what happens. I think they're going to really drill Dawn Richard. And the thing about it, she's just going to, what she saw. I'm just telling you what I saw. I don't know what else they can say to Dawn about that. We don't know what else the prosecution is going to ask her. What else is up their sleeve with Dawn? What else she's experienced? But Cassie was just one witness. I think it's gonna be quite explosive. I think Make It Make Sense said his room was $3,500 and his flight was $1,000. New York is expensive. So I was like, I'm glad that people were really cash apping him and super chatting him and stuff. So I'm glad. Hey, what's up, Marcellus? Kimora Simmons is to watch out for. Well, she was over there with Russell and you think she's going? Oh, and she had the girls. The girls were living with her after Kim Porter passed away, right? They were staying with her for a while. I think she do know a lot. Yeah. Mother. He said he got in Diddy's behind for hitting his mother. Oh, okay. No, not for them. I think his stay was like maybe, I think he was staying from what? When did it start? Whenever it started, and I think it said to Wednesday or something, or Friday. It's like $3,500. Hotels are expensive in New York. Yeah, look, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I need, tell me again. You said it was the North NoHo area in Manhattan, though, right? Okay. Actually, I pre-booked a room. Let me see where I booked. I ain't gonna tell you where I'm staying. You know, I ain't gonna put that all around. Did I do that on? Oh, I think it's is it the Hyatt? It's one of them. I can't remember. I think it's I'll look into it, but I think I pre-booked something already. Just to, and I think whatever I booked was like $300 a night or something weird. So yeah. Do not stay in Times Square. Okay, thank you very much. You said East Village. Okay, East Village. East Village, St. James, East Village. Let me remember that. Yeah, I think it was like 10 days or something like that for the week, or 10 days that he's there. And he said he was costing him $3,500. Woo! You too, Breezy. Kimura's house caught on fire after talking. She has, Jesus. But you got to think, he's gone to a great length to keep his freaky secrets. He'll go to great lengths to do it. So, and to keep control, just like when she was talking. And then they said that she was supposed to do a video with Common. Now, you don't leave your women around Common, okay? You just don't do it. So that didn't happen. And the thing about it, homegirl, when he saw you, you were never going to be a star. Cassie was going to be his trophy, his rag doll, his toy. He was never planning to make Cassie big. Never. He wanted to keep her right where he had her. Common sense, yeah. You said 35, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, we kind of mentioned that earlier. Yeah, that the largest plantation. Some people like Kim and them said that was their city. They used to live there. They grew up there, rather, or something like that. Imagine the actual documentaries that will come out now. I mean, a lot of speculation, a lot of this, a lot of that. Cassie done laid it on the line. Other people are going to lay it on the line. Now they can put Don Richards' experience in it of watching her get beat and drug up the stairs and glass breaking and eggs and skillets and all that. Oh, this is going to be ridiculous. It really is. Cassie does, and she doesn't, and he knew that. Cassie doesn't have the type of folks to give her longevity in the business. He was like, he knew that, Darla. He knew she didn't. He saw a pretty girl, young, impressionable, vulnerable. He saw all that. Knew that girl wasn't gonna have no longevity in no music career. No Lifetime go. Oh, they on the phone now. They on the phone right now. Yeah. You said keeping faith. Yeah, they do. They do have a conviction rate of about 90%. Is Me and You. That's the only one I know too. Diddy owed him half the labor for all the work he did. Let me see. Kirk Burroughs need to be out there. He was there one day when Diddy owed him half labor for all the work he did, but he said to be Diddy's bottom. Bottom what, Dion? Bottom what? Bottom B or what? Trophy in public, object in private. Yeah. What's up, Lady Wisdom? Lady Dimples, you over there cutting up. You were right. My uncle was supposed to be a producer for Cassie's album. It was just a play. That girl is not a star. No. And he probably told your uncle, just, put her in the studio. Let her let her sing a little meow mix every now and then. We'll record a little something. And then what happened was, after he beat her at the Intercontinental, he sent her a message saying, "Send me all 16 songs so I can send them to the label." He was trying to shut her up by saying, "We only have 97 likes. Come on, y'all." He was trying to set her up by saying, or trying to, clean it up. I'm going to send your music. He's still playing her. Still playing her. I'm going to send your music over there to Epic. He wasn't going to send that music nowhere. They're all going to laugh at you. Yeah, so he was still playing her. He said Cassie's courage to come forward and body the rest of the start. Yeah, because let me tell you, and she held up well on that stand. She held up real well. What's up, Dr. Leah, Lauren? She held up really well on the stand. They really coached her well. And the thing about it, it's not a coaching to make her lie. It's, as we said before, and Marcellus has said, and we've said it, it's not always about the truth. It's about how you present the truth. Because you can say something truthful, but it be against the law or against the way against the court or against something way you're supposed to say it. So it can be X'd out. So you have to coach your witness to make sure that they are saying and acting and relaying the body language. Everything about your testimony is just not about what's coming out of your mouth. The jury is looking at everything. They don't know you generally from the man in the moon. So you have to create a persona, a character of truth that is going to connect with them for them to go your way. They don't know you. So, yeah, I think they coached her well. Yeah. Yeah, he played her from the jump. He saw that girl. He said, you know what he said, T. Davis? All he said was, in his mind, she would be a good lure for some other BBC. Big black ping. That's what he looked at her as. I can have a good freak off time with this one. She will attract all the boys to the yard. Beautiful. Young. Nice petite. That was from the beginning. Oh, you sing? Okay, come on. Yeah, but that's never going to happen. And it never happened for her. Now her bank account is sitting with $30 million, 20 from Diddy and 10 from the Intercontinental Hotel. Interesting point that Make It Make Sense said. He said how the dressing, it's like they're dressing Diddy in light colors, trying to soften him up, trying to, they said he looks a mess. Big belt body, you know what Jesse likes to say. They said he looks a mess, but he's in these lighter colors. They're trying to lighten him up, lighten his spirit up, lighten his aura up. And then Cassie's coming in looking like power, like she has her power back. They said she came in a nice, pinstripe type suit, type of deal. So she is trying to, taking her power back. And Diddy is trying to seem more soft and, agile. Yeah. She would have, yeah. She can waste a lot of her money trying to make it in the industry. But even though we have sympathy for what she went through, some people can't overlook all that to embrace her musically. So I hope she doesn't spend a lot of money trying to be a pop star. Cassie, don't do that. Don't do that. Do y'all agree with me? Mm-hmm. Right. You really can't. And that's what they're trying to do in that courtroom, though, Jay Boogie. I think they said 4 women in the jury and 8 men, something like that. Yeah. No, you can't hide that dark energy. And the more they're talking, the darker he's becoming. You know, that's I think that's why he did white parties. You know, white parties, always trying to brighten up the dark, demonic energy that he flows in. But he wants everybody in white. He wants to be in white. Let's cover all this up. 4 women, 8 men. Yeah. So I think that's, you know, why he liked all them white parties. And you know what? Usually people like that are the life of the party if you don't really know them. It's always a good time until you close the doors and the Johnson & Johnson and the Astroglide comes out. You say, what the hell did I done walked into? I thought you was nice and demure. No. Mm-hmm. You said, well, the Lucifer means light, but come on now. Mm-hmm. Right. Cassie, let me tell you something, baby. Come here. Come here. Have one of the church mothers do it. Baby, come here, baby. Come here, baby. Yeah. Make that 30 million. Go buy stuff. Go, you know. I like this. God says, get a mental health platform, model, children's book, voiceovers. You just don't do pop music, baby. Don't release no albums. Yeah. A book like Tina Campbell did. Yeah, and it didn't work for her. And it still doesn't seem to work for Tina. I don't know how Tina is going to get back on. I really don't know how Tina is going to get back on. I think I like Tina with choirs. I actually like Tina with choirs. She did a song with Mississippi Mass and some other people. I liked her with choirs. Maybe that's the angle. I don't know. What you say, Ray? I thought Dennis Rodman was a weirdo. Now he's given normal in contrast to these other ones. Let me tell you, and Plies had to get on the internet and said, I thought I was a freak. He had a video. He said, I thought I was a freak. Where is he at? Where is that at? He said, I thought I was a freak until I heard the voice. Let me see if I can find it. Where is he at? I think this is it right here. Oh, hold on. Let me do this. Oh no, I don't want to do that big. Oh, well, maybe if I found the Plies one. Let's see what Plies got to say, because you know some of the other ones, Dennis Rodman. We really thought Dennis Rodman was like the freak of all freaks. No. Let's see. If I do that, okay. Okay, good.
Hey, listen, I didn't just motherfucking realize something, boy. These last couple days, not just the last couple days, probably the last month. When it come to this sex shit, I really thought I was motherfucking doing something. Like I really thought a motherfucker couldn't out freaky me. That's just what I motherfucking thought. Like, and I've realized, just paying attention, I really ain't been doing a motherfucking thing out here, man. I thought pulling a little motherfucking hair and slapping on some ass and making a motherfucker look at it going in and out, talking nasty, and getting in the motherfucking mirror in the shower, on the motherfucking counter, in the kitchen. I really thought I was motherfucking doing something, man. I had to motherfucking realize, boy, it's different motherfucking levels to this shit. I'm really on motherfucking JV. I don't know. I don't know if y'all got JV sports where y'all at. That mean the motherfucking here, and then you got varsity, the motherfucking big boy. I don't motherfucking realize I ain't even on motherfucking varsity yet. I really thought a motherfucker really had me thinking that I was a real motherfucking dicksman, a real motherfucking freaksman. I mean, if that's a motherfucking word. But boy, I had to motherfucking realize, boy, this motherfucking level I am to this motherfucking freaking. And I ain't scratched the motherfucking surface. Not yet. Not compared to the shit I done motherfucking seen. I'm like, damn. Oh motherfucking wow, boy. I thought a motherfucker couldn't do nothing with me, man. I thought a motherfucker couldn't out freaking me. I just motherfucking knew it. Sucking on the motherfucking nipples and the titties. I really thought I was motherfucking freaking.
He found out that he's not. That's regular. That's JV. Junior varsity. You ain't even made the team yet, Inspire. He didn't make the team yet, the varsity team. Yeah, that accent is crazy. Yeah, he's from Florida. I'm sure he's from Florida. Yeah, definitely. But doesn't it make you feel better about yourself, Saints? That you thought you was a freak, but it just known that you just had some proclivities. That's all. You just had a little bit. You're not that bad. Cheer up, my brother. Live in the sunshine. That's what the Hawkins said. That's what Tremaine said. Mm-hmm. There's levels to this thing, Tyrone. I mean, Genus. I don't know how to call you Tyrone. There's levels to these things. Yes, there is. Oh my God. Ooh. Well, Saints, we gonna live to see it, some more of this on Monday. So they're gonna come out swinging because at this point, I know we've heard a lot of stuff about Diddy, but there's a thing called reasonable doubt, and as long enough they can keep inserting some sly little things in there, the jury has something to think about. And if they have something to think about or ponder, that may result in some reasonable doubt. So the prosecution has to keep pushing for that burden of proof. They gotta keep pushing. Crazy thing about the prosecutions are putting Cassie through this embarrassment while her husband is in there, and the case. The husband actually, he did a good. He came out with a good statement today. Let's read his statement. He had a pretty good statement today. Is this a big one? Oh, okay. Yeah, I found it. Here we go, y'all. This is Alex Fine, the husband of Cassie. All right. Did it come on the screen yet? I'll wait till it comes on the screen. This thing is such delayed. Oh, it is on the screen. Oh, my thing. I don't know. I see it on there. Okay, now it is. All right. Says over the past 5 days, and his wording on this is very intentional. Over the past 5 days, the world has gotten to witness the strength and bravery of my wife, freeing herself of her past. There has been speculation online surrounding how it must feel for me to sit there and listen to my wife's testimony. I have felt so many things sitting there. I have felt tremendous pride and overwhelming love for Cass. I have felt profound anger that she has been subjected to sitting in front of a person who tried to break her. So, to him and all of those who helped him along the way, please know this. You did not break her spirit, nor her smile that lights up every room. You did not break the souls of a mother who gives the best hugs and plays the silliest games with our little girls. You did not break the woman who had made me a better man. Huh. I want to say, I thought there was another part. Oh, here's the other part. I did not save Cassie, as some have said. To say that is an insult to the years of painful work my wife has done to save herself. Cassie saved Cassie. She alone broke free from abuse, coercion, violence, and threats. Rico. She did the work of fighting the demons that only a demon himself could have done to her. All I have done is love her as she has loved me. Her life is now surrounded by love, laughter, and our family. This horrific chapter is forever put behind us, and we will not be making additional statements. We appreciate all of the love and support we have received, and we ask that you respect our privacy as we welcome our son into a world that is now safer because of his mom. Woo! That was Alex Fine, the husband of Cassie Ventura. Saving Cassie. You said that's a beautiful book. The stupid thing is not doing it. What did Ray say? You can't just give her flowers, Ray. Well, who else was they calling Coretta? Who else they called Coretta Scott? Who was that they was trying to compare to Coretta Scott recently? Who was that, y'all? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, didn't he make sure to put that in there? Inspire those 4 things, those 4 Rico things there. Who was that they were trying to compare to Coretta Scott King? Dang, I can't remember who that was. We were like, baby, you know Coretta. Don't even say that. Man, who was that? Megan Good. Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah. They were. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We not even gonna give it to Cassie, okay? We sure not gonna give it to Coretta Good, okay? You said victim or nah? She sure, yeah, she had courage. She definitely had courage. Yeah, definitely. All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all coming through. I have to get some things done. It is Friday night. Pod is jumping. I'm just playing. I'm doing nothing. Y'all, if you'd be so kind, I appreciate if you would support the program right now. This is your opportunity to $ the St. James Show, $ St. James Show. There's your Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. I appreciate each and every one of you who support this with your family funding, as I call it. Because listen, we're on here, we do what we do, and you can go over and above and to support the program with these links right here. And I appreciate it that a lot of you do it, and I appreciate your support. So if you would be so kind, thank you for those who gave some super chats. I messed up the whole gold thing today. It went by too fast, but we did have a few of you to support us with that. And let's see who you were. Kevin, thank you so much. Of course, you're always there doing it, even the first ones usually. Appreciate you, J. Rochelle Chapman and Keisha Green. I appreciate you guys going over and above your support for tonight. Yes, remember, God loves us. Happy birthday. Where's our birthdays? Where's our May birthdays, Inspire? Where are our May birthdays? Any May birthdays in the chat? Let's listen here. While we do that, let's sing to our birthdays. She's blessed. So right here, I want to say happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Come on, y'all, say happy birthday. Hey, Leah, I got another birthday over there. Happy birthday. Yeah. So happy birthday to all the May birthday that again says May 10th. Listen, yeah. And anniversaries. You know, usually May is my anniversary month. It was my anniversary month for 4 years. Imagine that. 4 long years I had a wedding anniversary. Oh God. Oh Lord. And I got to call her on the 19th and wish her a happy anniversary to piss her off while she's on her cruise. They on a cruise with my daughter and her mama on a cruise. When's the 19th? Are they gonna be back by then? Oh no, they'll still be on the cruise. Yeah, I don't think they come back till Tuesday. So I got to make sure give her a call while she's on the ship. Wish her a happy anniversary, which is on her birthday. Listen, did nobody tell you to do that? Now you got to think about me every birthday. Yes, you do. Think about my glorious face every birthday. Ain't God good all the time? June 18th, next month. It's the bishop's birthday, June 18th. Yes. So we're not doing it on my birthday, but we are doing Napa. We are doing Napa. Some friends and family. We're going to go to Napa. We're going to do a wine tasting. We're going to do some black restaurant hopping. Yeah, we're going to have fun in Napa. We're going to do we're going to be bougie in Napa Valley. That's what we're going to have a takeover. So that's what I'm doing this year for my birthday. So not you. Oh, extremely. Just like you, Ray. Just like you. You know, I learned it from watching you. You remember that commercial? All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all coming through, hanging out with me on this Friday night. Y'all going out, no lipping and lapping tonight. You know, they had William over there crying. Y'all go over there and see what's going on over there. God don't play about St. James.
Somebody told me when you get in trouble. Somebody told me when you get in trouble, he'll bring you out. He'll bring, yeah. Somebody told when you get in trouble. Somebody told me when you get in trouble, he'll bring you out. All right. He will. Oh, when you get excited, when you get a little lonely, when you feel afraid, just a look to Jesus. He will. Anybody know he will? Won't the Lord do it? Yes, he will. Hey, when you need saving, when morning. Help us